Everybody's mad at that girl who said that you should be able to ask your friends for favors, like rides to the airport or help move.
No, but I think that is so true. This is something I don't really talk about on my channel. It's not really something I talk about over the internet. The people really close in my life know about it, but not everybody in my life knows about it because it's not something I really like to talk about. Because I don't look it. I have an invisible disability. I have several invisible disabilities, but they affect me physically. So like on my channel, you see me talking about mental health and expressing mental health and how important that is, but you never see me speak up about physical disabilities because I have invisible disabilities, and whereas I do have a lot of similar complications with people of like that have physical disabilities, I I don't feel like I get to have a say on the inward part of people with physical disabilities or people with disabilities. Which really sucks because society has made it to where if you have an invisible disability, you don't get to have a say. You don't get to speak up about it because you're not disabled. Like I go to Walmart or I go to the grocery store or something and they have like little scooters and sometimes I have to use those. I don't use them all the time. But when I'm having like a really, really rough day and I can't, I can barely move or I can't move, I I use them and I get the dirtiest looks because I'm 22 years old. I don't look like I have a disability. That's the whole point of it being invisible. But in this video, they're talking about how it's like able-bodied people get so mad at people because it should be easy just to ask for help. But able-bodied people don't have to go through that. More often than not, able-bodied people, they can go wherever they want every single day. They don't have to go through their day with timers like, okay, this time I have to take this medication, this time I have to take that one. This time is when I'm worse off than another. Like hey, I'm in the middle of nowhere, I'm stranded. It's like able-bodied people don't really have to think about that. Like, and it doesn't suck for them, but it sucks for people with disabilities because yeah, we are used to asking for help, but I've only been disabled for 3 years now, and I'm still learning how to ask for help. That also has to go into my mental health and stuff like that, but I find it really, really hard to ask for help. I feel like I bug everybody. I feel like I'm a burden. I feel like I'm inconveniencing. That's why when I ask my roommate for rides, I'm always like, whenever you're available, whenever it's convenient for you, because I can rearrange my schedule and all that. Because I always feel like I'm inconveniencing her, and she always tells me I'm not. She always lets me know. And like I'm sure I annoy her when I have to repeat myself on the whole. As long as it's like convenient for you. Like yesterday, I went to go see my grandfather. My grandfather is not doing too well. He's in the hospital, and he's deteriorating quite quickly. So I went to go and visit him, like I usually do every month. And this is what we believe to be our last visit. But I got the call from my sister yesterday, and my roommate had come out of her room, and I told her, hey, can we go visit my granddad? And she asked me when, and I was like, whenever it's convenient for you. Now, like, this man might not make it. He has anywhere between a few days to a couple weeks, at most. And the fact that I still have it wired in my brain that whenever it's convenient for you, like I'm a burden, sucks. Because I live with my disability. I experience it. I get all the symptoms. I get all the experiences, all the physical aspects of my invisible disability. I get to deal with that every second of every day. And the fact that I can't inconvenience somebody for a couple hours at most to get something that I need done is really sad. But yeah, it just goes to show how messed up our society is. Society is a safe place. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's a lot more of a safe place. It's designed for able-bodied people. And then if you have a physical disability, people see that. So you get less of a judgment. I don't really know how to describe it. Like, sure, I'm sure you get some stares. I'm sure you get your own struggles in your everyday lives, and it sucks. But invisible disabilities, I can only personally speak on, from my experiences with it. And it absolutely sucks, because all society sees is this young, healthy person, and that, oh, you're 22, you shouldn't be feeling like you're in pain, you shouldn't feel like your body's ripping you apart, you shouldn't feel this way. And you're right, I shouldn't be, but I do, and that's what you don't see. And I wear a mask all day, every day. It's mentally exhausting and physically exhausting, more so than I already am with my disabilities. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, this is a long video. I don't really talk about this stuff, but if you have any questions, you want me to go deeper into this kind of stuff, I can. Just let me know down in the comments or with the likes. I don't know. But that's all I'm gonna say about it today. It's pretty weird that society thinks that it shouldn't be too hard to ask for help when it really is.